Welcome to another episode for the Hello Kitty birthday party series. Last week we worked on the Hello Kitty invitations and envelopes, and I showed you guys how to do those. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it in the description box below. This week's is something so cute and simple. It is cupcake wrappers and cupcake toppers. I'm going to show you how to create the print and cut, or how to do a print and cut using the file that you wish that you've used throughout your theme. Of course, this one is Hello Kitty, and this is the image that I used on the invitations, and it's going to be the one that I use throughout her party for all of her embellishments. So I'm going to show you how to print and cut on your Silhouette Cameo. And then these are cupcake wrappers. This happens to be a file that I got online from Silhouette America online, and it's a it is a cupcake wrapper, and I have two of each color coordinating with the rest of the theme that I have throughout. And these happen to have like a crown, like a little princess crown. So I thought those were super cute, and it was 99 cents for the file. But if you do not have a cutting machine, or you don't have the file, you could always Google SVG file, and there are some on Pinterest, there's some on Google Images that you're able to either cut out and use it, cut out as a PDF and print or cut it with your hand, or you could SVG files with the Pinterest or the Google Images and import that into your cutting machine and cut them out that way too. So either way is fine. I just happen to like that, and it was quick and easy to just get the file and cut it out through my Silhouette and be done with it. So so for this, I just sized the Hello Kitty down to 1 inch. I cut out a circle at 1.5 inches, and then a scallop circle at 2 inches. And I also have a tiny little circle on the back to hide the toothpick that I did for the cupcake topper. So let me switch to my computer, and I'm going to show you how to print and cut this Hello Kitty image. Alright, I've opened up a new page in my Silhouette Studio. I'm going to find the image that I've been using and bring her over to the page. And once I do that, I'm going to go over to my trace window, select trace area, and highlight the entire image. I am going to uncheck the high pass filter, and I'm going to press my push my threshold to 100%. Once I do that, I'm going to go to the Apply Trace Method box and click the second one, which is Trace Outer Edge. And then I want to check and make sure that what I have highlighted is what I want cut. You know, they all match up. So I'm going to click the little scissors box in this little line. This box with two other lines, this is little scissors. Highlighted is the red, and that's where the paper will cut. So that's exactly what I want. I'm going to highlight the entire image and then right click it and group it together so my image is one. Make sure my image is one piece. So once I do that, I want to change my paper size to 8.5 by 11. I'm going to click the page window, open page tools, click the letter, which is 8.5 by 11, and then I also want to resize my Hello Kitty image, obviously, because it won't fit on this 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to click the image. I'm going to go to the scale window, lock aspect ratio, check that box. I'm going to highlight width and then type in 1 inch, because that's how big I want my Hello Kitties to be. So that's all together, all grouped together, so that's 1 inch. So now I want to turn on my registration marks over the right hand corner, and then click the Show Registration Marks button. You want your images to be inside this red box and inside this gray area, all of your images here. So you don't want to put it up here because it won't cut. So I'm going to take her, I'm going to copy her, and I'm going to Control V, which is paste, and I'm going to do that 8 times. And then I'm just going to line Hello Kitty up here how I want it to be cut. And I just need one more. So I'm inside this red box, and I'm inside the gray area. Now I want to go to my Cameo physically and change my width my paper size to 8.5 by 11 as well. So when it grabs my mat, it knows that it's cutting within the realm of 8.5 by 11. So physically go over and do that, which I've already done. You want to send this to your printer, your regular home printer, and then once it prints out, you'll see a block, a little square block on the left hand corner, a line on the right hand corner, and then another corner line here on the left hand corner. So don't touch this page at all. Go ahead and retrieve your paper off the printer and place it on your mat exactly how it is on that you see it here. So line it up with the left hand corner, because that is how the computer and the Cameo will read where exactly these images are so that it can print around them. So once you do that, you want to load into the Cameo. So we're going to press the load button, which we've already done, and stick it in the Cameo, and then we're going to cut like we normally would cut. Only this will prompt you to say print image. Now we've already printed the image because we've just put it inside the Cameo, and we're going to skip the click here to print and go to the click here to skip printing. So we're going to press that button. It's going to ask you, do you want to send to silhouette? We're going to go down to 5 because we already set our rollers to 8.5 by 11. We've placed our image here on the cutting mat. We've loaded the cutting mat, and we're all set. So we're going to press continue. And then it's going to ask us to detect the registration marks before cutting. Yes, we want to detect automatically. I won't do that because there's nothing in there. But we want to detect, well, I'll do it so you can see. There's nothing in there. So then it's going to, once it detects automatically, it's going to ask you to cut, and then you just press the cut button. Once you've cut it out, you will get how many you've cut or told the printer to cut. In this case, I cut 8. So I have all of my 8 little Hello Kitties printed out here, and all I want to do is place them onto my topper with some adhesive, and I'm all set to go. So hopefully this was helpful, and thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more party DIYs for Hello Kitty. Thanks, bye.